You're watching Daytime Tea Time with Candice. It's time to pour this tea, stir this tea, and sip this tea. Let's get right into it. Alright, you guys, we're about to talk about Wendy Williams. Okay, so on the Wendy Williams show today, Wendy Williams shared a story about her dinner date last night with her nephew. Wendy Williams said a very tall, handsome man walked up to her and asked her, "Do you know who I am?" Wendy Williams said that she did not know who he was, but she specified that he was very tall, very attractive, and had a lot of chains around his neck. And she said it turns out that he was Little Kim's baby daddy named Papers. And he's also a rapper. Now, in the past, Wendy Williams has talked badly about him, basically saying, since your name is Papers, why is your daughter and Little Kim struggling? Like, she said something like that in the past. So as she's meeting this very handsome man, she probably didn't even remember the bad things that she said about him. Papers has posted on his social media making little jokes about Wendy Williams and also calling her out for the things that she has said about him. And he has done a couple interviews about his quote-unquote beef with Wendy Williams. Now, he doesn't really have beef with Wendy Williams, but she said bad things about him, so at that time he wasn't really feeling her like that. But fast forward to today, Wendy Williams is smiling and talking about how attractive he is and things like that. So when she meets somebody in person, clearly she does not have that same energy to quote-unquote talk crap about them. Check out exactly what Wendy Williams had to say, and then I'm coming back with some more.
So I went out last night, right? My nephew is in town, you know, and so we wanted to, felt like I'd taken a nap, but around 11 o'clock I felt like some Mediterranean food. So I just, you know, so we get in the car, we go around, we get to Mediterranean food. We ended up getting a table, which was nice, thank you, sir. This man comes over to me that I do not recognize, and I had no backup. And my, you know, my nephew is 25. You know, he's into girls, his work, you know, his paper or whatever. Oh. Anyway, you know, and Aunt Wendy, yeah, it's Aunt Wendy. But he's not like looking for, you know, Aunt Wendy. Who's that man talking to you? Do you need, right? So here we go. Hi, Wendy, you know who I am? And he wasn't bad looking. You know, he had curly hair. He was a black man with brown skin. I don't know whether it was a process or not, but it looked fine. He had curly hair. He had, you know, chain swinging. I still am about that life. I mean, I like a man in a suit. I like a grown man like my age or a little older, you know, in a suit and everything, a little cat daddy, salt and pepper, but I'm still about that life. When the chain is swinging and the diamonds are going, I'm like, and he's taller than me, and so my nephew's standing there, and we're not, you know, the guy's about to take us upstairs to eat. He's like, you know who I am? And he smiles, a cute smile. I said no. And I'm with my nephew, like I'm not in effect mode. I'm, you know, I'm trying to get something to eat, but I'll be back around maybe next week. And the man was about to escort us, so I grabbed my nephew by the forearm because he's looking around because the girls are beautiful, right? He's looking around. I squeezed his forearm because now the man is like, you don't know who I am? I said, no, did I meet you someplace? He said, you know me. I said, who are you? And I'm squeezing the life out of Travis's forearm. Like, pay attention, I might get my wig snatched. I don't know what's about to happen. And he tells me, I am Mr. Papers.
You're kidding!
Honey, child, do you remember us talking about Papers just last week? We were talking about Little Kim, that's Papers' baby's father. No! No! I said to him, no lie, I said, are you mad at me? And he said, no, you do what you do and you do it so well. We love you. That was just a thing. Oh, man. But this is what I said about him last week, because I don't know Papers.
Right.
Except that he's Kim, and Kim was getting her mansion foreclosed in Jersey for a little over $2 million. And I'm like, well, her baby's father's name is Papers. Right. Kim's had this house since longer than she known Papers. Kim's has this house since Biggie times. You would think that if your baby's father's name is Papers, that she wouldn't be getting foreclosed for $2 million.
Okay, so you guys heard that. Now, you heard the way Wendy Williams told the story, but let me tell you guys exactly how it happened, because it's a little different than the way Wendy Williams told the story. Now, Wendy Williams said that she talked about Papers just last week, but I believe she's referring to an episode from October of 2018, not last week. I could be wrong, but hey. And Papers actually posted a clip of it to his Instagram because he didn't like the things that she said about him at that time. He also posted a picture of her making fun of her body, basically just throwing shade at Wendy Williams the same way that she threw shade at him. Not really a real beef, just him poking fun at her because she poked fun at him. And then he did an interview where he discussed his issues with Wendy Williams. Check this out and then I'm coming back with some more.
Posted a freestyle asking to see his daughter. Now her baby's father's name is Mr.Papers. And little Kim is 44 and Papers is 30. And they split up shortly after their baby Royal was born. Now Royal is now 4 years old. You're no papoose. You know, Kim went to jail, Remy went to jail. Kim came out, you've now bailed on the situation. You know, she's alleging you're foul. Pap stays there like the way a man should, holding his family down. Like, you're no papoose. And, you know, if your name is Mr. Papers, then why is it that your baby's mother and your daughter had to struggle to have the judge give them some leniency on Kim's place in Jersey? Like, where are your papers to swoop in?
This is my last ain't shit, talking shit post of 2018. Hey, Wendy, I heard that your husband got his mistress pregnant for the second time and you about to play stepmama again. Now, it seems like Kevin got that super sperm. How come you ain't getting pregnant? Oh, that's right. How you doing, William? Karma's a bitch. You need to leave people alone 2019. Find Jesus. Be a nicer person.
So what's up with you and Wendy Williams? Where does that come from?
I think I met Wendy a long time ago with my baby moms and all that, and then I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of personal issues they got, but she just started spilling it on me. So, you know, I just fire back at her sometimes.
Yeah, I see that.
But she, like, basically, she was like, I had seen something where she was like, saying like my daughter, like she was like, oh, so your name is Mr. Papers and your daughter's struggling and shit like that. And the thing is that my daughter's rich, like richer than me. I'll get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't understand that. So I just was shooting at her and shit like that. But that shit is kind of stupid. But you know, it's like.
Okay, so you guys saw that. Now that was the background story. Wendy Williams definitely threw shade at him, comparing him and Little Kim to Remy Ma and Papoose, basically saying Papoose is a better father and spouse than Papers is to Little Kim. Papers clearly posted throwing shade at Wendy Williams. He did an interview about it, but it's no real beef. Shout out to Papers for keeping it professional and being respectful. Because I know a lot of other celebrities that catch Wendy Williams in the street, they may not be so nice. I'm just saying. But thank God when it came to this man Papers, he was very respectful. He said he respects her. She just doing her job. And she got on her show and said how handsome he is and things like that. Wendy Williams says she is here for a man with chains on, okay? And I have to acknowledge that this is eerily similar to a radio interview where she talked about a rapper that she dated, Eric B. She said he did her wrong. If you've never heard that interview, let me slide it in real quick and then I'm coming back with some more.
Sorry, Dr. Lee. At the time, the little ponytail, all that gold jewelry, the stinky gold fronts.
Yeah, I know. How you doing?
No.
You got caught. I know. I understand. Come on.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
that was Eric.
Here's the thing, and we all go through this. First of all, I never had a home number. It was always pagers.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
All right.
And mind you,
we know what that means.
Like over a year. Of course, he had other women. Now, mind you, this was probably 8 years ago.
Okay.
And 8 years ago, I was still on top of my game in the radio career. So I really can't figure out why I was this stupid. You know, I was making pretty decent money and all, like, you know what I'm saying? I was queen of the radio, and I don't know why
you're still our queen of radio.
Of course I am.
Yes, you are.
But I'm just saying, it started a long time ago. And back then, I'm trying to build this up, Luke, to say that it wasn't like I was like some scrub.
No, you're never going to be you're never a scrub.
Okay, so girls, and Luke and D-Lee, I only took his pager number because that's all he would give me. So obviously he was cheating on me. That's the first thing. The second thing is that although we used to have good times together and go out on some great dates and stuff, a lot of his visits to my apartment would be like after 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would just accept it because the rapper's in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also know that they use that a lot in terms of cheating.
Right.
The third
it wasn't you. It was them.
Absolutely. And that's why I don't blame myself.
No,
and I'm glad I went through this.
You cannot blame yourself.
And the third thing, and probably the most vile thing, is that he never used condoms, and I accepted that.
Yeah, it wasn't you. Because you were fully into the relationship.
You know, Luke, I don't know what I was fully into. And I wasn't fully into the relationship like that because I always knew that I never wanted to be with a rapper on that level. And I don't know, you know, maybe there was just like an air of excitement or something like that. You know, we used to jet to Atlantic City and go out to Las Vegas. No, let me just add one more thing to make me the ultimate sucker.
Please, continue.
I would always be forced to go downtown, girl.
Wendy got smarted. Wendy got smarted.
Listen,
hold on.
Let's never go downtown, not even once.
Oh my God.
So in other words, you used to this saying,
yeah, and not only that, but it'd be happening like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, sweaty nut.
But
it would happen off the basis of a beeper call.
Okay, so you heard that Wendy Williams had a bad experience dating a rapper back in the day, but now fast forward to 2019, she's talking about she loved those chains that was on Papers. So I don't know, Papers, I think Wendy Williams might want you to holler at her. I'm just messing around, but all right, y'all, I'm done with this. I want to know what y'all think. What do you guys think about Wendy Williams throwing shade at Papers, but then when she saw him in person, it was a whole nother story, and now she on her show talking about how handsome he is? Let me know what you think. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one, alright? Bye.